Now, I didn't tell you guys we were going to talk about this. I've been meaning to
Uh-oh.
talk about this, but I'm not quite. I don't know. I guess maybe we should do it now. You might have heard somewhere Nintendo has struck down a Smash tournament called the Big House. Um, Now, what this is, the Big House is like a melee tournament, and remember, this Nintendo doesn't support uh, like the Smash community like at all. Uh, since there's a pandemic going on and there's no way to play melee like online without like mods, there is a mod on like the Dolphin version of melee called Slippy, which allows for net play. So there's gonna be like a net play tournament, uh, and that is the Big House. Nintendo actually contacted the Big House to shut down the tournament, and they refused. So then Nintendo sends out a cease and desist to the Big House. I think this is fucking terrible. Nintendo, like, come on, just I love Nintendo. I love you, but fuck off with this. Really. Slash. What are your thoughts here?
Uh-oh. Oh, I mean, technically, I think they are within their legal rights to do this, but it's like, I mean, I don't know. Like, it sucks, obviously, because it's not like, um, I'm sure technically it's probably illegal, technically, but I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of a little divided here because I'm not sure about the legality of the issue. Obviously, it sucks for all of the people who were preparing for the tournament itself,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm pretty sure. I know you guys are all Smash people, so you're probably gonna kill me, but I think technically this was legally correct for them to do.
Well,
But
I that's
Die.
not really the point here though. The point is
I
that like Nintendo doesn't like no. I get what you're saying. Like it's not like I'm not saying they're like not allowed to do this
I
because they are, but I'm saying like they gotta stop doing this because like they show like no support to like a community of people that love their games. You know.
that are technically illegally modding it. Technically,
Well, you
technically. I mean,
Well, you see what
I
happens. Look
understand.
at Sonic Mania, for example. Sega hired Christian Whitehead and a bunch of Sonic fans to make a Sonic game for Sonic fans. And then there's also like this Arc System Works game. I forgot what it was. This older game, where people modded in NetPlay, and instead of sending them cease and desist letters, Arc System Works actually hired them to work on
Because
another game.
they're smart.
Nintendo just doesn't like do that, and it sucks. Pat Luigi, any thoughts?
I mean, I feel it's kind of sad that not a lot of people were able to do this for. I mean, they've been training for such a long time, and like Slash was saying, yeah, I agree what he was saying. So I got nothing. Help me.
Okay, y'all need to like
I know.
I mean, it sucks, but I don't really.
and SquidWario, what do you think?
I mean, really, I kind of can't blame Nintendo. Like, I really love the Nintendo company, but like, I really can't blame them for like the stuff that they're doing and them like canceling the treehouse or whatever.
The Big House.
Yeah, the big house. Like, as much as I like them, I honestly can't blame them at all for this.
No, like I don't mean to I don't mean to start shit here, but I think you guys are missing the point. The point is like they're not they're not given like it seems like they don't care about the Smash community, really.
Well,
That's the point.
I,
Like I know it's in their right to shut down the event, you know, but you see, like they're not. If you got like they host like what am I? There's online Smash Ultimate tournaments, but like laggy Smash or online Smash Ultimate is laggy as fuck, and is not really a good thing for like Wi-Fi tournaments. You know, but this melee mod is good. I've heard. I've tried getting it, but it didn't work really, or I'm not sure. I haven't really. I don't. But I hear it works well. So and melee, there's no other way to play it. Like obviously, there can't be local tournaments. There can't be like you can't like do an in person tournament because of the pandemic.
Exactly.
So there's not like what other options are there for a melee tournament? And Nintendo, instead of seeing how this is a good thing, they just strike it down, and I just don't think it's right. I feel like Nintendo, they do a lot of good things, and they've been taking a lot of good steps. They've like the Nintendo Creators program with the YouTube content. I think was that shit was fucking stupid and good. They shut it down. Stuff like I don't know. They did like a good job with like they stopped putting out amiibos with like huge shortages, and they stopped putting out switches with huge shortages. And they retired the 3DS, which nothing gets the 3DS, but once the Switch came out, it sort of seemed like they were just competing with themselves with the 3DS. But they do stuff like I like the Super Mario 3D All Stars collection, but that collection was very lazy. They do a bunch of stupid stuff like that. Nintendo Switch Online is another example of like really, um, and now this. So yeah, anything else any of you would like to add?
Not really.
Nah.
Slash.
Probably to some degree. It's not really a middle ground here for me, honestly. I feel like they either have to shut it down or say that it's okay. They can't really like. I don't really. I can't really think of anything else that they can do. I mean, I guess technically they could design like an add-on for like a GameCube, but that's like there's no monetary like point in doing that.
Or maybe
It could
Nintendo
make
just throwing this out there. What you could do is maybe remaster Melee and include NetPlay in it.
you could do
Just
that.
throwing that out there.
I know. I was actually gonna say that, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't know. There's not really a middle ground here, unless unless they're like remastering something. Like, I don't know. For me, it's either they cancel it or they just let it continue. And I don't know. Like, they're within like their legal rights to do this. I'm sure, but it sucks for a lot of
Well,
people.
well, you see,
And
actually, they didn't like they didn't like take down the NetPlay mod or anything like that. They just sent a cease and desist to like the the big house to the tournament. That's what they did. They did nothing to like the
well,
mod.
I know.
So
I'm just saying. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can't just cancel the tournament and leave the mod for me. You have to do both.
yeah,
It's kind
like
of messed up. They only.
yeah, like I remember they shut down AM2R, which was a remake of Metroid 2, and that got like they were hit with a bunch of backlash. But like a year later, it turns out they're making a Metroid 2 remake, and I hear that Metroid 2 remake is great.
So maybe
So,
this is a good thing in
maybe,
disguise.
but they didn't shut down the mod. They shut down the tournament. So that's how that came up in my head. But yeah, it sucks. I hope Nintendo like sort of changes in this because it just it bothers me. They don't support the Smash community at all, really. So yeah,